What's crackin', ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I got a little treat for y'all today. About to let y'all in on some deep, dark secrets. This is some shit they killed Kennedy for. This is some shit they don't want you to know about, right? I'm sure if you're watching this video, you really like to eat healthy. Either you're pursuing your fitness goals, trying to cut, trying to bulk, trying to do something of that nature, and you want to pursue the healthiest meal known to man, the classic chicken and rice. Tell you what, that shit gets fucking boring. We all know it. Not everybody can just eat salt and peppered fucking chicken and plain rice their whole fucking day. It's not sustainable. You want that shit to taste good so you can eat that shit every day like I do. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bust down for y'all. I'm about to show y'all my secret techniques. We're about to fucking break race boundaries. We're about to fucking show that white boys can come out here and season the fucking chicken too. Let's make it happen. So some things you're gonna need. Rice, of course. I prefer long grain jasmine rice. It's what I got at my commissary. It's cheap. It's about 97 cents a bag. Really cheap for about 4 servings, and I eat like 2 cups at a time. So if you're trying to cut, you probably want to keep it 1 cup, and then that'll fucking double the duration. Look at that, wow. I always like to have greens of some sort with every single meal, so I like to use salad or broccoli florets. I buy broccoli florets frozen in a bag. Yes, I know, God forbid. I think it's the same thing. It's cheaper. Plus, I'm not really a big broccoli guy, so I don't eat it that often. So whenever my salad goes, and it goes quick, I like to bust out the broccoli. So speaking of salad, get yourself a good spring mix. Get the greens, the dark greens, not no fucking butter lettuce, not no fucking goddamn iceberg lettuce. You want green stuff. You think it's fucking spinach, you fucking gotta get strong and fucking eat the spinach, right? I like mine with fucking spinach and radicchio, whatever the fuck you call it. I'll look on the bag later, I don't even fucking care. I know it's lots of greens, some shit that goats would eat. If goats would fucking love that shit, it's probably good for you, right? I use a simple raspberry vinaigrette, low fat, low sugar. And that doesn't really matter. You're not going to be using too much of that in the first place. That's the main key to maintaining the healthy status of a salad. That being not fucking drowning the shit in ranch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fucking probably hurting a lot of y'all's feelings right now, but that's just the fucking way it is. Oil. I prefer safflower oil because it's what I used to cook with. It's what they used to cook with in the restaurant that I worked with. You can always substitute for your oil choice. It doesn't add that much too different of a flavor. It basically comes down to personal preference. I've used virgin olive oil. It's whatever you really want. It's whatever you got on hand. Just use that, okay? We're just using it as a base to put our stuff down so it doesn't stick to the grill. You can also throw in some different stuffs that you like when it comes to vegetables. I really like 2 things, mushrooms and onions, right? So I got my onions. I don't know how to dice an onion, slice an onion, whatever shape you prefer. Google it. I'm sure they can probably teach you better than me. I buy sliced white mushrooms just because that's what I like. I don't like to take out the whole white mushroom and wash it myself. Fuck that. And so you're gonna break it down into fucking 3 main categories. You want a lot of good carbohydrates. So if you're looking for a high glycemic index, you want to go with white rice, right? I like to mix it between. I'll eat white rice one day and then brown rice the other. So the brown rice, it's a low glycemic index. White rice has a high glycemic index, right? I don't know all the science to it. I know that rice is good, just in the right dosages. All right, get up my fucking gate, baby. Vegetables of your choice, which we're gonna saute. Chicken is the seasoning, which I'm about to show you. A salad of your choice. Now you can use whatever dressing you like. It's up to your personal preference, just like I said. When it comes to the seasoning, this is the fucking kicker. This is what's gonna fucking make or break your goddamn chicken, okay? And also, I forgot to mention a lemon. I prefer lemon chicken. That's the way that I like to do it. That's the way I'm gonna show y'all how to do it today. You don't have to dress it with lemon ever, because we're gonna dress it. We're gonna season it with lemon pepper itself, okay? So these are the seasonings that we're gonna roll with, right? So we got the staple. I put this on my egg whites. I put this on my steak. I put this on my beef. I put this on my chicken. But now all I'm eating is chicken because I'm on that cut, baby, right? Lawry's seasoned salt, the fucking timeless classic. It is fucking salt on steroids. It is good shit. I love it. I put it on fucking everything, right? Next, Montreal chicken seasoning. I don't know who the fuck in Montreal came up with this shit, but Montreal's got it the fuck together, right? They know what the fuck they're doing up there. Next, we got garlic powder. If you're not a big garlic person, it doesn't really add too much flavor. So you can just toss that out the fucking window. We're trying to make this chicken taste good, so don't throw on shit there that you don't fucking like, alright? We're gonna grab some lemon pepper seasoning. Those 4 seasonings, right? We're gonna dress it copiously. You season it well, I promise you, all it takes is that easy little cooking setting that I'm about to show to you later, and you're gonna be fucking loving this juicy flavor, right? I mean, obviously, let's get this straight. It doesn't matter what the seasoning you put on it first, second, third. The garlic pepper is pretty fine, and the seasoned salt pretty fine. On the opposite side, Montreal and lemon pepper is very thick, covers the chicken, so I can't really tell how much I'm seasoning it with seasoned salt or garlic powder. So I like to do those 2 first. Just make sure that you dress it a lot, like I'm doing here. Next, you're gonna flip it over, do the same thing to the other side. So when it comes to the rice, I just use a regular rice cooker, but big pro tip, whenever you're about to put the rice into the rice cooker, make sure that you wash off all the starches. So that includes just putting all the rice in, washing it, running it under some warm or cold water, doesn't really matter. Stir it up with a spoon or something. You'll see the water start to get a little bit cloudier. Once it gets around cloudy enough, then you want to just drain it, wash, rinse, and repeat. It takes me about 3 times of doing this to get the right color of the water. You should tell when it looks just about off clear, then you should be good to go. Put it in the rice cooker, bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, about to have rice. So after you've done that, you're gonna set your grill. I use a griddle because I live in the fucking barracks and I don't have a stove, but it works just fine. I can cook everything on this. So if you're using something that can set degrees to, this is gonna work perfectly because I'm gonna give you a formula, right? So I cook my everything, my eggs, my breakfast, everything at 300 degrees temperature. Bust it down, or you're gonna bust it up, excuse me, to about 300 degrees, and you're gonna let it heat up for a little bit. Put a little bit of oil down. Once it starts getting a little bit less viscous, meaning resistance to flow, so it's gonna spread out and permeate, then you know you can spread it with a spatula and then get that thin, even coat so that you can put that chicken down without the stick. None of that fucking pan bullshit. Put straight up oil, it'll be fine. Once you put the chicken down, set a timer. I like to use my stopwatch, it's super simple. We're gonna do 5 minutes each side. If you're using a stovetop, you're using a propane grill, if you're not using something that you know the temperature of, look at the point when I flip it to be able to tell when you should flip it yourself. It's all about the eyes, and you will develop this talent within the first 3 times that you cook in this meal, and next thing you know, it's gonna be perfectly fucking juicy. But it is chicken, so you do wanna err on overcooked side as opposed to the undercooked side, because none of us like a fucking chicken with a side of salmonella, baby, let me tell you. You got the chicken cooking for about 5 minutes, that's about halfway. You're gonna flip it at 5 minutes, and then around that time, you wanna start laying the oil for the vegetables, because we want them to saute and move them around a lot, because 300 degrees is kind of you usually saute vegetables at a lower level, but we're gonna move them around a lot in the oil so that they don't burn, right? So you're gonna put the vegetables down, then you're gonna put the oil. Move them around a little bit so that they all get a decent amount of oil on each side, and as they cook, they'll reduce in size and start to settle in the oil. So once you've got the oil settled, now we can go over here and multitask and do something with the vegetables. Whether you decide to cook the broccoli or you want to do the salad like I'm doing, however you'd like to do it, it's up to you. Find some type of leafy green or green vegetable that you prefer and do it like that. You can, doing the salad, you don't want to dress it way too much. Maybe a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons on the whole salad, right? Now that the chicken is at 10 minutes, you're gonna flip it back over. It should look good, right? Good on both sides. Should be cooked enough in the middle. Now, it's fucking Benihana up in this bitch, right? They've reduced in size to about here. You'll tell by the mushrooms, or tell by the brownness of the caramelization of the onions. It's not too hard to notice that yourself. You know what good whatever vegetable is you're eating looks like. All right, you're gonna take a cup or 2 cups of rice, depending on whether you're cutting or bulking. You're gonna put that down on the plate. So here comes the fucking kicker, baby. sauce, right? We want to be able to dibble dabble in both, because the rice is going to be kind of a dry, it's going to be kind of plain, but we don't want to fucking fry it with butter and all this other stuff. We're just going to keep it plain rice and throw in a little bit of sauce whenever we need to, right? Bada bing, bada boom, you're freaking done. So I am a huge slut for Kikkoman's sweet and sour sauce. It's great. I love it on my rice. I love it on my chicken. Make sure not to use too much. Most of these sauces have a lot of sugar in them. Whatever you like, use that, but don't use a moderate amount. Try and keep it small. With the chicken, you can dress it at the end after you've cooked it. You don't want to use it. Use the lemon on the grill, because it's going to be a different flavor. If you cook the lemon juice, it's going to be something different. I'm fucking telling you, I promise you. I've worked out this science. I've done it a million times. I've fucked it up a million times too. Don't put the lemon when it's cooking. Dress it with lemon, squeeze the lemon over it. Once you're all done, bada bing, bada boom, fucking excellent meal.